and welcome to your love reading for single Leos for September 2017. And you have got a lovely reading here, Leo. I have to say, two aces. I'm doing things a bit differently this month. I've got a card that represents where you're at mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This is your advice card, the challenge, and the outcome for September. Okay. But this, I don't know if that eclipse changed something for you, Leo, because I've got this feeling it's almost that for some of yous, you've had to sort of slate wiped clean. And I know it's a really strange thing to say, but emotionally, you're the Fool. Mentally, you're the Ace of Wands, so it's like, woo. And spiritually, you're the Ace of Swords. So mentally, oh my gosh, it's so powerful. It's like you're focused on your own element. You're focused on this desire to actualize and fulfill your potential, okay? Regarding love. This is a love reading, okay? And I keep slipping off into a general reading. This is a love reading. But also, if you have a thing, I want you to look at this card. This is your backbone, basically, okay? So it's like, I've got you in this incredibly powerful position regarding how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your life, about your destiny, and you just want to go forward here and actualize yourself. Oh, I love it. I'm sorry, I'm getting incredibly excited. Emotionally, you're the Fool, so you're not carrying any baggage. The Fool lives in the present moment. He lives in the present moment because he's released what he was carrying with him, and what we all carry with us, every single one of us, unless we're some enlightened master, is the residue of the past, okay? It's the past that defines our self-esteem. It's the past of who did what to who, all these dramas, okay? But emotionally, you're this Fool. I don't know what's happened here, Leo. It's almost like that eclipse has came along and wiped you clean, okay? And I mean that in the most loving way, because I had it in my heart energy and I feel so different. There's been a huge and profound change on your emotions, on your level of consciousness, and spiritually you've got another Ace of Swords. So just give me a minute. I'm trying to tune into what that means spiritually. You're just so clear and you're so focused and you're ready for this brand new beginning, which is a feeling, because this is a love reading, that spiritually you want a relationship with a different dynamic, okay? So you want the communication to be clear. You want, because what traps us and what gets us lost in difficult relationships is unclear communication. But that's not what you want anymore. You want to sort of start again emotionally. And from a spiritual and mental level, you want clarity. You don't want any games, no playing around. Just this crystal clear clarity about your life and the way forward. I absolutely love it. Now, your advice is the Wheel of Fortune. So as an advice card, nothing happens in our life, anything. We can do all the actions, and I think you've been taking action with these two cards, okay? We can do all the actions we want, but it's literally destiny that's in charge of everything. So we can do all these actions, but we cannot make anything happen. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's coincidences, serendipity, karma that takes charge of when something's going to happen. So as an advice card, you're going to have to be a bit like, do the action, keep staying where you're at, have this clarity about what you want, but it's destiny, always. And that's the attitude you're going to have to develop, sort of, what will be will be. But Leo, believe in the good of life. So believe what will be, but actually believe that it's on your side, that every day you go out to live is a day that you're one step closer to that meeting with destiny that you so want to have. Now your challenge is a Page of Swords, so communication issues here, okay? Some Leos might meet someone quite early on in September here. This Wheel of Fortune can represent someone turning up into your radar that you're really interested in, but the communication is the issue here then, because the Page of Swords would be texting, emailing, phoning, okay? And he's coming across as a challenge. The pages bring messages. It's about the communication between two people, but it's a bit of a block and a bit of a challenge here. So are you blocking it, Leo? Are you not finding, are you finding it hard to communicate what you feel? Are you finding it hard to express yourself? Only you know what that Page of Swords means there. But to me, it's about expressing yourself, or the person you're interested in is not expressing themselves. It's one or the other. But your outcome, I pulled you 2 cards, because the first one is the Two of Wands, and then the Six of Discs. So the Two of Wands is, there's some decision being made here, Leo. You picked up the Ace, okay? You're moving forward, you know what you want, you're full of passion and full of aliveness, and then you hit this decision that needs to be made, because that's what the Two of Wands is, okay? It's there might be multiple choices. You might be unsure of the next step forward, but you're already on the road, so just keep going. And then the Six of Discs is my favourite relationship card, because sometimes the Cups cards, you know, there can be 1 minute you're up and then you're down, okay? With the Six of Discs, there's a stability and a mutuality about this relationship bond that isn't about the extremes anymore. It's a much more stable, I always call it adult to adult, which means there's no games being played, there's no chaos, there's just this really gentle, loving, respectful level of relating, and it is my favourite relationship card. As I said before, you've got a fascinating reading here, Leo. Your challenge is about communicating or receiving communication, okay? But you're picking up this fiery wand, and the whole of September is about moving forward. Keep the freedom of the Fool and the clarity of these aces. If the Wheel of Fortune, if you feel the Wheel of Fortune isn't turning fast enough, it turns the way it's going to turn. That's just the planet we live on. But it's going to turn, definitely, because after you pick up this wand, you're meeting the next stage, and then you're going into my favourite relationship card, the Six of Discs. Maturity, depth, everything Leo deserves. Rich, relating. Okay, Leo, I hope this helped, and I'll be back for my weeklies next week. Lots of love. Bye.